Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Newbreed Film Reviews. This is episode 35. This is Dave. Of course, Brian and Paul are on the podcast.
What's going on?
Hello.
And I almost couldn't bring the podcast in with a straight face without cracking up because, like, I'm trying to bring it in. And for you people listening, Paul stands up in his Batman underwears to show them off. These new fancy schmancy Batman underwears. No shame.
$3 at Walmart today.
Shit cracked me up.
No shame. No shame.
But we're all that tight, so it's okay. It wasn't that awkward. But so this episode, we're all going to discuss our picks for underrated actors. And I got a hefty list, but I'm not going to be all long-winded about it. And well, which one of you guys gonna bring that in?
I can go.
Shoot.
Go ahead, Paulie.
So, my first person, and I'm pretty sure this one's going to be on your guys' list. I hope so. It's Bryan Cranston.
Yes, that is on my list as well.
He's not on my list because I personally think it's widely recognized he's amazing right now. That's just me, though.
Still, Breaking Bad kind of really...
He's not an A-lister,
settled it, but he's not an A-lister. That's probably the best way to put it. Is he's not an A-lister, and he should be. The work that he's done, the performances, for some reason he's not getting, aside from like Breaking Bad and Godzilla and a few smaller things, he always gets like supporting roles. He never gets like the starring role, and I think he should.
Well, I may be wrong on this, but I swear I read something like a while ago when Breaking Bad was kind of like wrapping up. I think Bryan Cranston got a letter from Anthony Hopkins. I think it was Anthony Hopkins, and he wrote him a personal letter saying like how amazing he is and like how it doesn't matter if he's big screen, but that he's like one of the greatest actors of all time. And it was like a huge honor from Bryan Cranston to get that letter from like Anthony Hopkins. And it was kind of a big deal on the internet and stuff. And I don't know, man, like I think he's not an A-lister as far as...
I don't want to cut you off. Sorry.
I don't think he's an A-lister as far as like blockbusters, but he's an A-lister as far as talent. And I think that's well known right now. Like, just because of Breaking Bad, like, everybody knows he's freaking amazing. So,
right.
But that's how
I agree with you. He's on my list too. And I honestly think though, if people haven't seen Breaking Bad, they don't know who Bryan Cranston is. I think that's the issue.
Well, they don't know him as Bryan Cranston. Right, they know him as Malcolm's dad on Malcolm in the Middle,
exactly. Or you have him like. He was in the new Godzilla or something, right? Wasn't he?
Yes, he was, and he was pretty damn good, of course.
See, but
he's not going to be thrown into the same ring as like Brad Pitt or Al Pacino or Robert De Niro or...
He's a better actor than Brad Pitt, hands down.
He's just not in this... We're talking about underrated, you know?
Right.
Maybe Brad Pitt's overrated, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's
for damn sure.
You know, the term underrated, I'm thinking of like people who their talent is not recognized, not how famous they are. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I think that he is recognized as being brilliant.
So you don't think those two things go hand in hand then?
No, I don't, because you have guys that are famous that are not the greatest actors. Like look at Jennifer Lopez, like
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt's actually a good actor, but we'll get into that. He's on my list, dude. But honestly, I have weird picks. You guys will probably be like, why the fuck did you pick him? Like, so.
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston.
All right. That's true,
is what it is.
Fair. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Who's next?
You jump it all over him, Dave. Jump it down his throat. Like,
no, I like
Cranston.
I like the aggression. I love it.
Respectfully.
Bring it on, son. This is podcasting.
Respectfully disagree. I always respect Paul's opinion.
Of course. Yeah. It's yours that he always has a problem with.
He does. He's always like, Brian? No.
That's not true.
All right, so I'll go with mine. This one might be on yours, Dave. I'm pretty sure. Me and you have had this conversation before. Vincent D'Onofrio. Mm-hmm. I think he's underrated.
He's definitely on my list.
He's just an amazing actor. He's even on like Criminal Minds and stuff like that. He even played in Men in Black as like that character.
He was on Criminal Minds. But yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
Criminal Intent. That's
one of my favorite roles of his was the alien in Men in Black.
Yeah.
He just played it so well.
I'm on the top of the evolutionary food chain.
Yeah.
And now he's in
more water.
Now he's in Daredevil, and I didn't even recognize him at first, and then I caught his little mannerisms, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's Vincent D'Onofrio."
He's just amazing. He's one of those actors that you can just sit there and have him. He can just be having a conversation, and he entertains you, and that's really what a good actor does.
He's great.
He's at the top of my list as underrated.
Yeah.
Do you have him, Dave? Did you have him on your list?
He was gonna make it. I don't know why I didn't put him on my list, but I agree. Like Vincent D'Onofrio was the man. He was amazing.
Out of the amount of people you have on there, and he doesn't make it on
I mean, I thought
huge list.
I thought of him, but I just didn't put him on there because I feel like I don't know. It's one of those where like I feel like people know he's pretty good, but I probably have picks that like are pretty well known also as far as like talent. You guys would be like, well, everybody knows that this person's good, but maybe I feel like like they don't get enough credit. That's why they made my list. But yeah, dude, I agree, Brian. Like Vincent D'Onofrio is great, man. He had like
he's never been like a headliner. He's never been like a.
Well, he's been.
Can you think of a movie where he was the main guy?
Okay, well, Men in Black. He was pretty much showcased in that. He was a main character.
Right.
He was Private Powell in Full Metal Jacket. He had a really large role.
He was in Full Metal Jacket.
He was in The Cell with Jennifer Lopez. He was one of the main antagonists. He had his own show pretty much on TV. So, I mean, you wouldn't give, somebody who sucks like such a large role for like television. You know what I mean? Like, because people tune in to watch him. So, but that's true. I agree. He's underrated.
He's the one that's on the show that people watch.
Yeah, but I do agree he is underrated. Granted, all that,
But he's another one that I think is starting to earn his recognition. Maybe years too late, but he's starting to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
people are.
It's true.
He was
starting
pretty good.
To be like, oh, that's Vincent D'Onofrio. Like
Vincent D, bitch. He was good in Daredevil. He was, but I didn't think he was like amazing. But he was a great Kingpin. That's just me though. All right, is it my go?
So what do you got, Dave, on the list of 22? You want to like hit us with like two at a time so that we can do it?
I'll do that, and I'll keep them brief. Paul's gonna hate my first one. The first one, Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson, I think he has gotten a lot of credit, especially for Schindler's List. If I'm not mistaken, I think he won an Oscar for that. And that right there,
I even approved of that one.
That right there just puts you like up there, you're recognized. But I think even winning an Oscar, I don't think he's recognized as one of the greatest of all time. And I think he's up there, man. He's like top 20. Like Liam Neeson is a fantastic actor. That's my first pick. And then my next one is Ed Harris. Ed Harris does not get any credit, in my opinion.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't get any credit.
He's amazing. Name, but I can't.
Dude, he was he was Bud in The Abyss. The balding guy, older.
No, you got to give him something. Give him something.
Dude,
new.
Abyss.
Beautiful Mind.
He was in Radio. He was the coach in Radio. He was an old school creep show.
Oh yeah, this guy. Oh, you guys aren't gonna be able to see that.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Agreed.
Absolutely.
He's awesome.
He was in Appaloosa. Dude, I could just go on. Like, he is an amazing actor, and I really...
National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets.
Dude, Pollock, crazy role. Like, about the painter, true story. Yeah, Ed Harris is just really great, and I do not think he gets... He don't get half of the credit he deserves.
No, he doesn't, but I'm right there with you, Dave. I agree. He's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is good. So is that wait? Oh yeah, you did too.
Yeah,
you did
Liam Neeson. I wouldn't put him on my list because I do think he's credited for his acting.
I think he's overrated, but we all know how I feel about him. But as an actor, I think that he gets his fair credit for.
Dude, Rob Roy, that was a really good role. Schindler's List. The Darkman.
Taken 1, 2, and 3.
No, he was
7, 8.
He was in this one movie, man. It was like a low budget one. I freaking forgot the name. It's called like 5 Minutes in Heaven, something like that. It's with that guy Nesbitt Bry. His last name is Nesbitt. He's the one that played Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Remember that series I told you to check out, and you was like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool."
Yep.
Yeah,
that European TV show.
Yeah, he was in a low budget movie with him. That was good. I'm not gonna rant about him, but I really like Liam Neeson. I think he has like screen presence.
I think so too.
Fair enough.
My next one, unless you want to take it, Paulie.
No, go for it.
I'll go right in. Paul Giamatti. I like him as an actor. I don't think he gets enough credit. I think he's an awesome character actor. He always gets kind of like side roles and things. But I think he's amazing. I don't know if he's actually won any Oscars or if he's even been put in there. If he did, it would probably be as a like role. But I mean, he was in the. I actually, this sounds funny, but I love him in Shoot 'Em Up with Clive Owen.
Yeah,
I love his the character he plays.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think I loved him in Howard Stern's Private Parts. He played a man named Pig Vomit, and he was hilarious. He was good in what was it, Sideways, where they go to wine country.
Yes,
which seems like a really lame movie to watch, but if you watch it, it's actually really good, and he does very well there. And he was the guy from The Truman Show. He was in The Truman Show.
I like him.
With Ed Harris, I believe, right? Ed Harris was like the president, or not the president, but the producer.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was in The Truman Show. I forgot that, but Ed Harris definitely is in The Truman Show. Brian, he has been nominated.
San Andreas. How do you think he did?
It was run of the mill, blah role. It was nothing to write home about. He was nominated for an Oscar for Cinderella Man, which is a really great movie with Russell Crowe.
That's a fantastic movie. Yep, he was the coach, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was the trainer. Yep. He won Golden Globes. He's been nominated for Golden Globes. So yeah, he's got some accolades. Personally, I'm gonna keep it 100% real. He's a hit or miss for me. Like I think he's an okay actor. I don't think that I wouldn't use amazing. I'm not hating on your pick, Bri, but like I wouldn't use the amazing in him. That's just me though. Paul, you think he's amazing?
I do. Absolutely. I can't believe I didn't have him on my list because he's up there for me.
Yeah. Very animated. Screams a lot.
He's definitely a character. Yeah, definitely a character actor.
Yeah.
So my next guy here, or actor, is I'm hoping that one of you guys, at least one of you guys, agrees with me on this. I'm going to say Jeff Goldblum. I don't think he is the best actor out there, but I do think that he's underrated. I think Independence Day, he did incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic Park, he did incredible. And they are two different roles. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. They are not the same persona. They're actually very different. The way he talks, like delivers the lines, might be similar, with that little stutter that he does, but I definitely see him. But he delves into those roles, I think, pretty deeply, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that.
Mm-hmm.
So he's definitely on my list.
You want to touch on that, Brian?
I think so too. I like Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he was kind of big, I guess, in the 80s and 90s. And, he kind of took on TV roles and stuff like that. I don't know if he's done anything lately. Has he done any movies lately?
He's got Independence Day 2 coming out next year. He was on
but he hasn't
Law and Order
recently. I know he had a long stint on Law and Order.
I think didn't he replace Vincent D'Onofrio, or maybe he just partnered up with him or something. But I know that he's on the same show as him, right?
I don't think he can compare to like Christopher Walken's, but I think to me when I look.
Christopher Walken, what?
Christopher Walken?
No, like I think he can't be compared to Christopher.
I think he said Walkings.
He did, but where's Christopher Walken come into this? Did I say something about Christopher Walken?
No. What I'm trying to say is that he has a very unique style, and I think Jeff not comparable to like his own acting style. That's what I would say.
We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but I'll summarize because I kind of understood. Brian said that he's not fully comparing him to Christopher Walken, but he has a similar acting style. Is that correct, Brian?
Basically. Yes. Yeah. He's got an individual style to himself. You know, the way he delivers lines and...
Yeah, you're coming in nice and clear now.
I dropped video, so I'll just keep it that way.
Yeah, I was starting to have some technical issues on my side, too. It was kind of weird.
Jeff Goldblum, I like him a lot. I do think he's a really good actor. I agree with you, Paul. I don't think he's one of the greatest of all time, but I think he's a very good actor. He's seasoned, he's entertaining, and he's original.
He's very entertaining. I enjoy watching what he's in. It doesn't matter the role. I just enjoy the movies he's in. I'm not gonna say that I'm like, oh, Jeff Goldblum's in that new movie or that new show, I'm gonna go and watch it. But if he's in it and I'm watching it, I'll enjoy his performance.
Jeff Goldblum, he'd be like, the chaos theory, the drop of water will not go down the same path.
So it just goes to show that it doesn't necessarily have to be our favorite actors who are making this list. Like, they don't have to be the best actors to be underrated. They can be pretty good actors and still be underrated for what they are.
True.
So, I believe you're up, Dave.
All right, I'm going to drop these in two. I'm not going to get too crazy in it, but my first pick, I'm going to say Jeremy Irons. I believe he voiced Scar in The Lion King. He was in The Time Machine. He was the main villain in that. He was the main villain in Die Hard 3. He's going to be the new Alfred in Batman vs. Superman.
Really?
Yes. I think Jeremy Irons is a really, really good actor, and he just got like that screen presence, and he's like very seasoned. I like Jeremy Irons. I think he's pretty underrated.
I'm looking at him. I don't really recognize him.
You don't remember him from Die Hard 3, dude? He was Hans Gruber's brother.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Yeah. My next pick is Dennis Hopper.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall him, but I don't recall him. But go ahead with the next one, Dave.
Yeah, my next pick is Dennis Hopper. Rest in peace, Dennis Hopper. Dennis Hopper was in Speed. He was the main villain.
Dude, I loved him in Speed.
Easy Rider.
An excellent villain in Speed.
Easy Rider, True Romance. That scene with
Mario Brothers.
The scene with True Romance is one of the greatest scenes, him and Christopher Walken, one of the greatest scenes in cinematic history, in my opinion. YouTube, Chris Walken, Dennis Hopper, True Romance, and you're going to be blown away. It is amazing.
Yes.
Like I said, rest in peace. Fantastic.
Tarantino wrote the script for
fantastic
that one, right?
actor. I think he did. I'm not sure. He was in Apocalypse Now. So those are my two picks, Jeremy Irons and Dennis Hopper.
Good picks.
Yeah, good picks. I like them. My next pick would have to be Sam Rockwell. I don't think Sam Rockwell gets enough credit.
He's good.
He is really good. And me and you have talked about this, Dave, before as the movie Moon.
Yeah.
He kind of carries that entire movie by himself.
Yeah.
Which is very talented. And, he's got other great ones like Green Mile he was in.
Mm-hmm. He was in Iron Man.
Yep.
The third
Charlie's
one,
Angels. I kind of actually liked him in Charlie's Angels, like the character he played. The newest one.
Yeah. I noticed his talent in Moon. That's the movie that kind of blew me away. I was like, wow.
Yes.
He's good.
If any actor like Ryan Reynolds, he was in the movie Buried, and you kind of gave him you didn't really give him any acting chops because you watched him in like Van Wilder and American Pie, like stupid movies, and the way Ryan Reynolds was. But when you told me to check out Buried, and I actually watched it and saw that Ryan Reynolds was in a box the entire time,
mm-hmm.
I mean that's impressive, and he carried the whole movie that way. I really respected his acting chops that way.
Dude.
That's the same for Sam Rockwell. When I saw Moon, he did an awesome job.
Yeah, dude, it's a funny thing. Like, And I relate it to like mixed martial arts. Like when you have like a fighter that he doesn't do too well in the beginning stages of his career, and he gets like submitted, he has no ground game and stuff like that. People like cling on to that, and then like they can't possibly get any better. They can't possibly improve their ground game. So everybody just sticks on that like, oh, his ground game sucks. He's going to lose, this fight against this ground dude. But guess what? People work on things and they improve and they evolve and they grow. And it's the same thing with acting. Like Ben Affleck. People cling on to Daredevil. Dude, that was like how many years ago? Like, who's to say he can't improve and just turn it around and be a fantastic actor? It's just the mass public are just stupid. That's just how it is, But, yeah, good pick.
Sam Rockwell, and I guess a little bit of Ryan Reynolds in there as really having great acting chops.
Ooh, Ryan Reynolds, huh? All right, so
you got to watch Buried, Paul. You can't have an opinion about him until you watch Buried.
Fair enough. Based on everything else, though, I'm like, meh. All right,
exactly. That'll change your mind.
My next one, and I don't know if you guys are going to know who this is, but Gary Cole.
Yeah, he was on Different Strokes.
Leave that.
Oh, that's Gary Coleman.
Old guy.
Oh, my bad.
Different Strokes. Gary Cole was the boss in Office Space. He was the dad in the Brady Bunch movies.
Okay.
He was Ricky Bobby's dad in Talladega Nights.
No, dude. Let me Google this dude.
Wasn't he from? Wasn't he in Napoleon Dynamite too?
No, I don't believe so. Maybe he was.
Doesn't he play the uncle in Napoleon Dynamite?
No. That's somebody completely different.
Is it?
Yeah. He is in Dodgeball. He plays Cotton McKnight, one of the announcer guys. I'm trying to think. He's hilarious and he's so underrated. He's another character actor who can really get into character.
Yeah.
To the point where you really believe that's the person that he is.
I recognize him in Office Space, but other than that, I can't say that I've seen him a lot.
He's done a bunch of movies. Probably not that many that are really big, but in the movies he is, and he plays supporting roles. He plays small supporting roles, but he kills it.
Yeah.
So
he was in Pineapple Express. I never saw that.
Yeah, it was a Seth Rogen / what's his face?
Yeah, not right up your alley. Not up your alley, Dave.
I didn't think so. That's why I never saw it.
So I'm going to do another one, and this one's a curveball for you guys. I like this guy's acting. Again, not calling him the best, but I think that he gets a bad rep for his personality. And I'm going to go with Shia LaBeouf. I actually like Shia LaBeouf's acting. I've liked him since he was on...
Cricket.
I liked him since he was on Stevens. I liked him. When he did Transformers, I thought he was good in Transformers. He did another one called Battle of Shaker Heights, which I really enjoyed. But
Shia LaBeouf?
I know he's a wacko, but I think his acting is pretty good. Minus Indiana Jones. But that was just because the movie was so terrible that nothing good came out of it.
I mean, I've hated on him before, but I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think he's like terrible in a sense, like throw a Rotten Tomato at him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think I just don't like him as an actor. That's the problem. I don't like his delivery. Something about him. The same way I am with Liam Neeson. I don't know. He just strikes me as like a whiny little bitch. Like, that's just how I feel about him. But he's an okay actor. I don't think he's great by any means. What do you think, Bri?
He's good. Like, he's kind of middle of the road for me. You know, like, he doesn't, I don't go to a movie because his name's on it, you know, but I don't mind him in there. I just don't think, you know, I don't know.
I just don't like his roles, dude.
I'm not a big fan of him, yeah.
I couldn't stand him in Transformers. I mean, that was like a whiny little bitch role.
Yeah.
What was another? It was just like an annoying role. Dude, Indiana Jones, when he tried to play like a tough guy, fail.
Not his fault.
It's his fault for taking a role. He should have ran.
Harrison Ford did it.
He did, but he played Indy, and Shia LaBeouf played something that he can never be.
And he did a good job at it.
Shia LaBeouf, he don't got that tough guy factor. He doesn't have it. He was in Lawless with Tom Hardy, and that was another role where he's supposed to be like a bootlegger, like kind of a gangster dude, and I don't know. I don't think that's good for him.
Fair enough. So there's my 2 picks. That was a fail. That didn't go well at all.
Dude, but that's your opinion. I mean, it's valid. Whose pick is it? Is it mine?
Yeah. I'm
going to have some messed up ones. You guys are going to be like, what the fuck? And, okay, the first one, I'm going to get a lot of stuff right now. Tom Cruise. Call me crazy. He gets a lot of, he gets a lot of hate. I think Tom Cruise is a damn good actor. And yes,
I thought he was a good actor in
I think
Top Gun and Days of
everybody
Thunder,
thinks he's a good actor.
No.
So
no.
I don't think he
dude,
who doesn't think that Tom Cruise is a good actor?
A lot of people shit on him.
They shit on him because he's a crazy person, but on screen he's great. He is the weirdest, strangest human being when he's doing media events and all this stuff, but you give him a script and you put him in a movie and he's a completely different person. Mm-hmm. That is the epitome of being a good actor, and I think that's recognized very well throughout the country.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think Tom Cruise is recognized as a good actor.
I think he's recognized as like a blockbuster moneymaker. I don't think he's recognized as like a good actor. I think people think like, oh yeah, he does like action movies. I think he's a good actor, like Denzel good.
Like dramatic roles. Whoa.
Yeah, like not equal to Denzel, but I think he's a legitimate good actor.
But what has he done that really needed strong acting
Few
abilities?
Good Men, Rain Man. What else?
Touche.
Cocktail, even though that was kind of like a
Jerry Maguire.
I still haven't watched Jerry Maguire, and that's because of choice at this point. Most movies I'm like, yeah, I just never got around to it. Jerry Maguire, I had no interest in seeing.
I got one right here that is going to put the nail in the coffin on that one. Born on the 4th of July. Talk about a fucking performance. Like, yep. Tom Cruise he's a great actor, man. But
that's why, I mean, I don't know. I disagree. Like, I don't think he should be in the underrated category.
See, but I don't think he gets enough credit for being a good actor. I think he gets credit. See, like, Paul's a perfect example. Paul didn't even know that he did serious roles.
Paul's not a good neutral zone for the mass public of what their likes and needs are.
Not at all. No. I'm generally the opposite of what everybody else appeals to.
Well, if you guys didn't agree with that pick, well, you're definitely not going to agree with this one. But I don't think he gets enough credit again. Jack Nicholson. Like
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, dude. I don't.
You on crack today?
No, you on crack. No,
this podcast, man.
I don't
Put
think.
My fan back. I'm getting hot in here.
No, I don't think he gets enough credit, dude. To be honest, I think Jack Nicholson has been kind of swept under the rug as of late. Like, dude, the new.
Well, that's because he retired, dude. He's losing it. Like, he's literally forgetting everything. I think he's got Alzheimer's or something
like
dementia
that, or
right?
something.
Yeah, he retired before he. Got too bad. He didn't want the world to seem like
dude,
that. It's depressing as all hell.
He ain't that bad to hit on the honeys. He was hitting on Jennifer Lawrence.
He's Jack Nicholson.
Dude, he was coming on to Jennifer Lawrence like crazy. But yeah, dude, I don't know, some of my picks may be obscure to you guys or off, but I think in the present day, this, he's kind of forgotten. We know him for
the newer generation is coming up, and they don't recognize One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
That's why I'm bringing him up.
Batman, playing the Joker and The Shining and those movies where he was good. Yeah. They recognize him as the dude from that Adam Sandler movie. I don't even remember what it was called.
The Departed. He was
The Departed.
In that.
That was one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah, he was good in Wolf. He was good in just tons of movies.
And I don't think it's
Few Good Men.
He's underrated. I think he might be underrated with the newer generations that are coming up.
Well, but
that's not. You could say that about a lot of people.
Well, there's a lot of dudes like that on my list. I'm just bringing him back to the front because I think he's kind of forgotten. And maybe when he dies, people will be like, "Oh, Jack Nicholson," and have like a tribute to him.
And then it'll raise some curiosity, and people will look it up and be like, "Oh, this is really good." Yeah, I'll agree with you on that notion. Like, he doesn't get the same notoriety that he once had, but I don't know if that's an underrated thing or just people are starting to, out of sight, out of mind kind of situation with him.
You know who's at the top of my list?
Who?
Jack Nicholson.
Robin Williams.
I also don't think he's underrated at all. I think he gets the praise, and I think that was proven.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's it.
Well, to be honest,
anybody that doesn't think that Robin Williams is a good actor should be slapped in the face.
No,
like slapped.
Right.
I think I know what Dave's about to say, though.
No. To be honest, Bri, I thought you were serious because I think he's known to the general public as a comedic actor. But I agree with you that the roles that I saw him not playing comedy, amazing.
Patch Adams,
Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah.
Was it 1 Hour Photo?
Yeah.
Where he's that crazy stalker.
Yeah. What a loss, man.
What Dreams May Come. Like, those movies are just so good.
Yeah.
Right.
What a loss.
So,
whose pick?
Mine now, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
My next one is William Fincher. I don't know if you guys are Fitchner. He's from Prison Break. Have you guys ever watched that show before?
No.
Oh, the Sinner guy.
He just recently played the. Yeah, he played. No. He's the detective.
Yeah, this guy.
Dude. Yeah, he
just played Shredder.
He was in Contact with Jodie Foster.
Yes.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
He was in Armageddon. Yeah, Black Hawk
He was
Down.
in Elysium.
He was in the Dark Knight.
Yep. He was the a-hole in Elysium. Dude, I agree. Good actor.
Exactly.
Good actor.
Yeah, he's an amazing actor.
He is. Very seasoned.
But he doesn't reach up at the top of the charts, Mm-hmm. Yeah, he can kind of play all the different realms of the different people. Mm-hmm. Now he's taking on Shredder as a role, but hopefully they
Is he the one playing Shredder?
Oh no. He's playing he's Shredder, isn't he?
No, Shredder is Haruko Saki, so he's got to be a Japanese guy. They wouldn't have him played by a white guy. He is in the movie, but I can't remember what role he plays.
Michael Bay will have a Spanish dude play Shredder.
Oh, he's working with Shredder. I can't remember.
Yeah. But the thing with him,
but he's amazing.
He's got such a recognizable face.
If you ever watch Prison Break, he does. I think what really stood out to me was I saw him as like side roles in like Black Hawk Down, Armageddon, and stuff like that. But if you watch the show Prison Break, he's the detective, and then he actually ends up being stuck in prison with them, and he's pretty good. He kind of he's an amazing character actor.
Yeah, I agree. He's good.
Yeah, going through his movie list, I'm just like, I remember most of these.
Yeah, he's got a ton. He's got a ton of great movies underneath his.
He's got like 143 movies, I think, on his.
Dude, he was in Heat,
and a lot of them are really good ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but I remember him the most from Contact with Jodie Foster.
Yeah, I just watched that movie the other day. It was on HBO on demand, and I was like, I'll watch this.
I enjoyed it.
He plays the blind scientist.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian's coming back. Well, for us, he is. You guys can't see him. Neither can we. Whose
pick?
So.
Is yours, Paul?
Yeah, we got that little dead space in there. Yeah, I'll go. So this is my last one anyway, so it's good. And this guy, it's Diedrich Bader. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Diedrich Bader.
No.
He was in, honestly, the only things I can think of him in are typically small roles. He was in, as far as movies go, Beverly Hillbillies. The remake that they made in 91 or 92. He was like the cousin in that movie, and he was hilarious. He was on the Drew Carey show.
Mm-hmm.
He played.
Does mostly comedy, right?
Lewis. Yeah, yeah. He was a security guard in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, but I think he's most well known at this point as voice of Batman in the Batman Beyond series, and I think it was Batman.
Yeah, I recognize him. He's like a D-level actor, very unknown.
Yeah, but he should be, in my opinion, he should be more known. Like, he's so low key, but I think he's hilarious. I don't know if he's got a dramatic role in him. I don't think visually I could look at him and take him serious. He's just got kind of like a goofy face, not in a disrespectful way or in a making fun of him way. It's just like, he just doesn't have the face of a dramatic role. But I would like to see him in bigger roles, where even as a comedic actor, because he did great on the Drew Carey Show. That was one of my favorite shows for years. Even as a kid, I thought it was hilarious.
You got like a little draft coming through, Paul, I think, from your little fan. Did you hear that, Bri?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I just waited until now to tell me.
We didn't want to interrupt you. It's not important.
Interrupt me.
Let you talk.
It's fine. Interrupt me. All right, so the fan's off.
Yeah, so, I don't have a lot of input on him, dude, because I've seen him in little roles here and there, and I'm not too familiar with him. So, but all right, Diedrich Bader.
I do not know I don't know who you're talking about. So
okay,
did you look him on?
I couldn't figure out how to spell his name. Diedrich.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I'll take your word for it, Paul. He's underrated. I completely agree that Diedrich Bader, that's his last name.
Yeah,
is one of the most underrated actors out there.
See if we can.
Paul just likes him because his last name rhymes with Vader.
Yes, that's correct.
Isn't he? What show is he on?
Drew Carey Show. He is in Napoleon Dynamite too. That's right. He's the karate guy. The break the wrist, walk away. Break the wrist.
I don't think he's that great, but
well, you dumb.
Like him. You like him.
Okay. All right. I got 2 picks. You know what? I just throw in 3 because I got a lot. So my first one, and I kind of touched on him earlier, I think Ben Affleck's a great actor. He's grown way past Daredevil. I think he's proven himself, and I
don't think Daredevil was his fault.
He's definitely proven himself with Gone Girl. That's like a really recent movie, and he's in a
Argo. He did a good Argo.
Argo was boring to me, but he did a good job.
Agreed. I was bored, but he was good. But Gone Girl was really good.
He's gonna be a kick-ass Batman. Ryan Reynolds. You guys might hate on me, but Brian touched on it too. Yeah, that movie Buried, dude. Safe House, Buried, really showcased that he's more than just like a goofy comedy dude. And this is another pick that you guys are gonna be like, what the hell am I talking about? And again, he's really famous. Like, he's A-level as far as blockbuster and like a legend in the action genre. But I legitimately think back in the day,
Dwayne Johnson.
Nope. Back in the day, maybe not now so much, but Sylvester Stallone definitely had some talent. Like when he did like the first Rocky movie, the second Rocky movie. I think he's a good actor. I really do. He did Copland. He did a great job in Copland. I
did like him in Demolition Man.
Yeah, but that was like a, hokey action movie. But
that's why I like.
He's on my list of underrated as far as like acting ability. And like, yes, he does Expendables now, which is like whatever, but those are my 3 picks.
Yeah, it's not bad.
What you got, Brian?
Brian, do you have any more?
No, I'm out.
All right. So that's gonna. Oh wait, Dave.
I'm just gonna blow through them, and you guys could touch on them.
Just say him.
Brad Pitt. I think he's a great actor.
I think he is too. People don't give him credit. I'm with you on that one. I don't think people give him. Yeah, you don't give him credit, but he's got acting chops to him. He really does.
Interview with the Vampire.
He's not just a pretty face.
He was good in Benjamin Button. I'll give him that.
Tim Roth. I don't think Tim Roth gets enough credit.
I recognize him.
Very good.
He does not. No.
Reservoir Dogs. Lie to Me Now. That show.
Yeah, he's pretty good in there too. He's coming back for the new Tarantino movie too.
Yeah. Harvey Keitel. I don't think Harvey Keitel gets enough credit. I don't know if you guys.
There's another Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs guy. I think Harvey Keitel's kind of like an acting legend. He's very good.
Yes.
Matthew McConaughey. He does get credit now, but like recently, I always thought he was good. I always thought he was like very.
I thought so too. I've never thought he was a bad actor, but man, I hear people all the time who are just like,
I don't understand that.
Sounds like he's stoned all the time. And I'm like, man, have you watched the movies or are you just going with like the crowd? Because
he's got his own.
You got to be going with the crowd because
he's got his own style. He's got his own swag. That's it,
Yeah.
Edward Norton. Yes, he gets props.
Of course.
American History X, but
not enough.
Not enough. Edward Norton's
sure.
the man. Like, he is really good. This another guy, he's gotten a lot of hate because of his personal life, but you cannot deny he's a fantastic actor. Mel Gibson. Is Mel Gibson not a great actor?
That's true.
I don't think he's a great
Braveheart,
actor.
Payback.
Dude, Braveheart was good. Payback sucked.
What, dude?
What, Paulie?
That was terrible. He was overly aggressive.
What about the Lethal Weapons? Did you like the Lethal Weapons?
I never remember. We've had this discussion. I never watched the Lethal Weapons.
You cannot comment then. You can't comment on it.
Because I didn't see stupid action movies.
Bro, Lethal Weapons. Okay, do you like the Die Hard flicks?
Yes.
It's just like Die Hard. Like, it's the bomb.
What with Mel Gibson and Danny Glover?
I'm telling you, dude.
Exactly.
I'm telling you. Not so much 3 and 4, 1 and 2. Like, classics.
All right, I'll watch them. I will watch them for you guys.
I promise you.
Okay.
Sean Connery. I don't think Sean Connery gets enough props. Maybe he's more forgotten these days.
Well, that's because he did League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah, I love Sean Connery. Alec Baldwin. I think Alec Baldwin's a great actor. I don't think he ever got enough credit. Kurt Russell. Love Kurt Russell. I think he's actually a really good actor. I got a few more. I'm just trying to blow through them. Lawrence Fishburne. I don't think he gets half the credit.
What up, Morpheus?
Love that dude. Always outnumbered, always outgunned. Low budget little gem there. Check it out, people listening.
Is that the one where he's like the homeless guy?
Yeah, he's like ex-con.
Not the homeless guy, but like he's in the diner.
Yeah.
With that.
Yes. Did I loan that to you?
Dude, the rich dude that comes in.
Well, it was the thug that would like carjack, and he was.
Yeah. Yep.
I got 4 more. Patrick Stewart. Sir Patrick Stewart, yes, he's recognized, but I just threw him in there because I think he's freaking amazing. Russell Crowe, effing amazing. Kevin Costner, legend. And my last pick, which he's getting props now for being a huge staple in Marvel, but Robert Downey Jr. is a mega talent. He's always been.
I was going to put him on my list. I was watching The Judge earlier. Dude, so good.
That movie bored me.
Yeah. I didn't finish it.
I didn't like it.
I didn't finish it.
I didn't like that.
Dude, I was
hyped to see it, too. When I started watching it, I was like, I couldn't finish it. But I
can't wait to finish it.
But, dude, mega talent. Love Robert Downey. That's it, man. Yep. Those are my picks.
That's fair.
All right, so that's going to wrap up this episode, right?
Did you guys catch that download at the end? that was the Dave underrated download, you know? That was, I think, how many did you just shoot out right there? Is that like 10?
That was a barrage.
Is that like 10 or more than 10?
Dude, I have to wrap it up.
Now imagine this. We talk in text message on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. I go into work at 6 o'clock a.m. My phone stays in my car and off. Mm-hmm. I come back out of work at 4 p.m. and the other day I had 70 text messages and 30 Facebook messages, all from Dave and Brian. I didn't even read through them all. But that's what it's like when you talk with Dave. Is he shoots stuff off that fast?
Hey, I got a lot of stuff on my head. I gotta let it out.
Yeah, he's gonna get it all out.
It's perfect for this medium then.
So
all right, that's gonna wrap up the episode.
Yeah, it's 35.
Yeah.
Can I drop some
check us
outlets?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Newbreed Film Reviews 2014 Gmail. Send us ideas, questions, comments, feedback. We're on Podomatic. Subscribe. Where else are we, guys?
iTunes.
We're on iTunes if you're checking us out on iTunes right now. And Paulie's got us on Twitter at Newbreed Film.
Yes.
Correct?
That is correct.
And I just want to do a little shout out here on the side. You know, we haven't kind of done this yet, and we haven't linked anything together. But if you want to check out kind of a more raunchier podcast, we have a podcast going on the side called Real Fiends. And with that podcast, that's Dave and Gil, which you haven't heard that much on there. And they have more of a rated R/X podcast going on.
It's not for the faint of heart.
It's not. So if you like us, and if you want a little bit rougher, then check out Real Fiends, or listen to both of us. You know, check us both out.
Yeah, check us both out. But
thank you.
Please, nobody under the age of 18 listen to Real Fiends.
Yes,
it's really for mature audiences only.
Absolutely, not for the faint of heart. If you're sensitive,
all right,
don't
gentlemen.
Listen. All right, guys.
We will We'll see you on episode 36.
Yes, sir.
See you 36.
Later.